Good morning, friends. Welcome to Tuesday Math. I hope you had a great Monday and are ready to start off Tuesday in a fabulous way. We're going to continue our work with money. We're going to continue looking at coins today. So I want to pull out my coin chart again so we can do a quick review of that. And then today, as practice, you're going to practice working on counting when you would have a collection of coins. When you would have several different coins in your hand, you want to figure out how much money you have, okay? So let's review our coins again, just very quickly. Our smallest coin for value is our penny. That's our brown one, and that, remember, is worth 1 cent. The next smallest coin in value is our nickel, and that's worth 5 cents. So when we have a nickel, we have to remember to count by fives. As we move to our next coin, dimes, remember those are 10 cents. They're worth 10 cents. So when we have dimes, we have to kind of switch our brain and count by tens. Our quarters are probably our trickiest one that we use on a daily basis, and a quarter is worth 25 cents. So we have to remember to count by 25s. And remember I said sometimes it's just easier to memorize that 1 quarter is 25 cents, 2 quarters is 50 cents, 3 quarters is 75 cents, and if you have 4 quarters, you have $1. And then a coin that we don't get to use very much, but you'll do a little bit of practice with it, and that is our bigger $half. And a $half is worth exactly what it says, half of $1, so it is worth 50 cents. So when you have a $half in your hand with that one coin, you already have 50 cents. So when we get to our workbook pages, you'll see today that you'll be given a collection or shown a collection of coins, and you'll be asked to figure out how much money you have. Now, when you have a collection of coins, you always want to make sure that you start with the coin that has the biggest value. So, for example, let's take a look at a few coins, and I'll try to draw them so you can kind of see them. Let's start pretty easily. I'm just going to draw some circles, except my marker's not working. Let's try a different marker there. Let's start kind of simply. If I have a dime, I put a 10 in there. A nickel, I put a 5 in there. And then a penny, and I'm going to put a 1 in there. That shows how much each coin is worth. So if I would have these 3 coins in my hands, here is how I would go about counting it. I don't want to start with the one that is worth the least. I want to start with the one that's worth the biggest, the most, okay? And that's, of course, our dime. So if we count our dime, okay, we've got 1 dime, 10. And then our next coin that's worth the most is our nickel, 5 cents. So 10 and 5, so we start with 10, and then we're going to count by fives. So if we have 10 cents, and then 5 more cents, that's 15 cents. And then we're going to add our penny, and we know a penny is worth 1 cent. So if we have 10 cents, 15 cents, 1 more cent would take us up to 16 cents. Did you see how I did that? So I have to know how much each coin is worth in order to count on. All right, let's try another example. So when you get a whole collection of coins, you always want to look first at how much each of them is worth and start with the one that's worth the most, okay? So let's say that let's do a quarter. And what if I had 2 dimes, a nickel, and a penny? Now, you'll see that I've kind of put them in order from the one that's worth the most to the one that's worth the smallest. Now, if somebody just hands you some coins, they're not going to be in order in your hand. You would have to kind of lay them out and say, okay, find my one that's worth the most, and then my one that's worth the next most, all the way down to the smallest. So remember how I've always kept saying math is very orderly, okay, and we keep things nice and neat? Same way with money, okay? You got to kind of put it in order. It makes it a lot easier to count. All right, so I've got a quarter. We know that's 25 cents, okay? And notice I'm drawing my cent sign. Did you see my cent sign? The cent sign, remember, is the C with the line through it, okay? All right, so 25 cents. Oh, I don't have any more quarters now. I've got a dime. Well, we remember a dime is worth 10 cents, but we've already got 25 cents with our quarter. So 25 plus 10, you can count by tens, okay, or you can count by ones, Okay, so 25 and 10, that's going to give us 35 cents so far. Okay, we're going to do another 10 cents, so 35 and 10 more cents. You can count by ones, you can count by tens. That's going to take us up to 45 cents. Okay, oh, now we switch to nickels, and nickels are 5. So we've got 45 cents, and we're going to add 5 more. You can count by ones or fives, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. We've got 50 cents. And once you get to the pennies, that's easy because we're just counting by ones. So if we have 50 cents so far and we add 1 more cent, 50 plus 1 is 51 cents. So if you have these coins in your pocket or in your hand or your purse, you would have a total of 51 cents. Okay, so when you get a collection of coins, that's kind of how you want to go about it. Organize it first so that you have your coin that's worth the most first, and then your next one that's worth the most, and then your next one down to the smallest one, okay? All right, let's give you a chance to practice. So you're going to take your math workbook, okay, this guy, and we're going to look at page 155, 155, okay, and it looks like this. So you're gonna pretend you're a shopper. You're gonna be doing a little shopping. You see we have lots of coin containers here, and they have different amounts of coins in them. So here's your job. First, you need to decide how much money is in each coin container. And then you'll need to draw a line to see what you can buy with that amount. There are some different items for sale here. You have a apple for 35 cents, a grape drink for 50 cents, a popsicle for 25 cents, a ball for 85 cents, a kite for 65 cents, and a little toy car for $1. See the dollar sign down there? So you have to see which coin purse, which coin collection will let you buy which item, okay? So this will give you good practice. And if you actually have the real coins at your house, you can put those out and do it with real coins, the amounts that they've shown you, instead of just doing it with a picture, okay? All right, and then one more page to practice. Okay, we've got some coin pictures, and again, if you have these real coins at home, I would recommend you using them. You could even put those coins on the pictures of the coins, so you have them in real life. That would be pretty cool. But your job on this page is to answer how much money is in each set of coins. So remember, start with the one that's worth the most. Okay, remember what each of our coins are worth. Pennies 1 cent, nickels 5 cents, dimes 10 cents, quarters 25 cents, half dollars 50 cents. Okay, so count up your money and then write your answer in the box. Don't forget, since we're talking about money, make sure that you put your cent sign after you write the amount. Do you remember what the cent sign looks like? That's right, it's the letter C with a tall line through it. Okay, so make sure you put that after you put the amount. That lets people know that you're talking about money. All right? All right, workbook pages 155 and 156. Counting up your money, see how rich you are. I know you're going to do a great job, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day, guys.